Hi there, it's Elaine Hamilton Grundy from the Reiki Center. And today I would like to talk to you about the shift that we're all going through at the moment. I did talk about this in my video actually before all of this broke out, funnily enough, because many of you were already noticing that 2012 was bringing a lot of challenge. And so my previous video, I was talking about this kind of divergence or split in the timeline. And it's only been a couple of short weeks since I posted that video, and now we're really in it. I mean, truly, truly in it. It's absolutely fascinating. And everything that's going on is a real opportunity for us to embrace the new earth. And what I mean by that is, as we are deepening in this crisis, all the egoic structures that we used to hold on to, so the kind of distractions, if you like, the egoic need to control or to plan, to have things to look forward to, our whole construct of life is really about moving forwards into something. And the egoic structure loves to put things in place so that it can feel secure, like it knows what's going to happen next month and the month after, and what it's aiming for, and what are its goals, and all these kinds of things. And in a few very short weeks, we've seen all of this crash in terms of we can no longer predict with any degree of accuracy what we're going to be doing next week, let alone next month. Now, for some of you, you're already in isolation, so you already know what you're going to do next week, pretty much what you did this week. But for those of us, like I'm here in the UK and it's only just kind of started, we don't know how it's going to unfold. So we're all, and the thing is, it's global, we are all in this unique opportunity. And I'm going to call it an opportunity because you can either look at it as a struggle to maintain the status quo, or a struggle to maintain a semblance of life as you knew it, or you can look at it as an opportunity to clear the slate. And I mean, really clear it. You can like discard everything and look at it completely blank. Like, here we are, ground zero, and there's no real ability to predict the future or what it's going to look like in 6 months' time. And we have this incredible opportunity now to um, use this time, because we've been given time. And in this time, we can just, there are lots of ways you can do it, right? You can use the time like panic buying and freaking out and hoarding, and that kind of mentality, which obviously a lot of people are falling into because they don't know what else to do. But if you're watching this, then you're most likely a Reiki practitioner already, or you're somebody that's interested in personal growth. And so for those of us who are doing our inner work, we might look at it the next stage as, oh, this is an opportunity for us to do our meditation, for us to do our Reiki, to stay centered, to stay calm. But in the back of our mind, we're still thinking, until things get better, or until things improve, or until my life gets back to normal. And what I'm suggesting is you take a third route, which is really the new earth. And that is bringing in this new energy. Like, have you noticed when you are meditating, have you noticed the intensity of the energy? It is different. It is changing. So when you come into this intensity, you might misinterpret it, like, it's fear or unknown, or And in a sense, it is the unknown. We're looking into the abyss, and there's a sensation that's coming with that. But try not to label it. It's simply a sensation, and it's quite unusual in its texture. And I think that's because it's new. Like, we haven't really gotten a handle on it yet. And so we could label it as, oh, it's fear, or it's this, or it's that, because it's all new and that's all new too. But I invite you just to pause and just allow it to come in without commentary. So as you're doing your Reiki, as you're doing your healing or meditation or yoga or whatever it is that you're doing at home, then allowing this energy just to be, to just come in, or to commune with it, or to experience it, and don't comment or label it anything. And the reason I say this is because my feeling, and who knows what my next video will be, or whether in the next month or so it will be something completely different. But my feeling is that we are opening now to this new earth energy. Like in my last video, I kind of talked about the timelines splitting, and we're going into the new timeline, and then there's all these people scrabbling around in the old timeline. In a sense, I'm still feeling that. But there's like, we're really in it. And the kind of latest stuff that I've been getting is we're in it, and we can rewrite, really rewrite our life. And that sounds massive, right? But the information that I've been feeling in my system is to, like it's the what ifs. That's really what's been coming to me. Like, what if I was to dust down some of my old dreams and goals and desires? Or what if I just cleared the slate completely and rewrote my life? Like, what if I could really do something completely different? And the reason why this energy is coming in is because all of our best laid plans have now just disappeared, right? Like, the plans that I had for 2020 at the beginning of the year, I could seriously just rip up and throw in the bin now, because I have no idea. And maybe they end up unfolding like that. Maybe they don't. More likely they won't. It's like, who knows how long we're going to be developing this new line of history. I mean, we're living it. We are living this most momentous history. And so we're also, because we're living through such a momentous shift, we can also look at our own individual lives alongside the global shift. And we can actually look at it in terms of a reset. What great timing, says my dog. See, she agrees. So this reset is an opportunity for us to consider the possibility that we could do something completely different. And so I'm really inviting you over the next weeks and months, where you are essentially in lockdown, right? I think most of us are in some kind of social distancing or home, like more home environment, working from home, more time to ourselves. Instead of just using this time for your Reiki meditation practice as a centering technique until things are, look, here's my dog. Instead of just using it for that, look at her, isn't she adorable? What if you use this time to play and daydream and consider the possibility that maybe you could design your life all over again. I don't know. It's an energy that's coming in very strongly for me. So I'm just sharing it as something that you might also be feeling, and to just really sit with that feeling. It's like the creative impulse that I talk about in my book, in terms of if you can just allow yourself to really surrender to the oneness, to the presence, to your inner truth, and then this impulse starts to come up and out. Now, that impulse I have been feeling on mega steroids in the last couple of days. And so I'm just wondering if you're feeling that too. And if there is this almost universal consciousness, like this waking up that's happening throughout the planet at the moment, and you and I are part of that process, obviously, then maybe it's an opportunity for us to actually delve into it a bit more deeply and just allow it to come through and to play, to daydream, to get creative with our thinking, to open our minds to possibilities that we may not have visited for a long time. Or maybe it's just something that, because life builds, right? So you have one thing and then you take the next step, next step, next step. And for some of us, we might have stepped further and further and further away from our truth. And so now here we are with this amazing opportunity, um, to maybe sit back and recalibrate, rethink, re-envisage, redesign. So I'm going to leave you with that today. And from me and my dog, I wish you a very lovely day. Thank you for watching.